thank you all very much. Short-term fixes matter, but so does building the future bar. What strategies can expand the pool of attorneys serving rural counties? Judge Rozier?
I think the way that we would describe it would be cross county collaboration. And the people who come into court live in counties. They come to court in districts very often, but they don't live according to districts. Sometimes we'll see that attorneys will practice within a particular district, even though their clients may have cases all across the neighboring counties. Recognizing this and accepting this as a reality just seems as though it would make sense. And so giving some deference to what may be happening in another county, not only trying to figure out, as we do in court, well, how much time have they been serving in jail in that county, and so we're trying to count the credit. That may be the extent of our collaboration. Perhaps that's something that we need to give more consideration to. As judges, a lot of us will have judge-itis, and we don't want to give deference to anybody in some other county and what may be happening somewhere else. But perhaps there are just different ways we can pick up the phone and call, or someone may let us know what's happening somewhere else, so that we can allow attorneys to serve and take care of cases in two different places.
So I see this as an opportunity in our rural districts to not only grow our bar, but also encourage our young people. So like we've talked about previously, we have a lot of attorneys retiring, and kind of data tells us that teenagers and children are more likely to return home to work than they are to just randomly move to an area. So one of the things that I found really important is starting high school mock trial teams. We've worked hard on that in our district, encouraging participation in teen court, because what you want is your young people to see the opportunities for careers inside the courthouse, whether that be as an attorney, which is what we certainly hope they do, but there are also other opportunities for them. That's kind of a natural way to grow the bar. It is a long-term solution, but actually I'm starting to see some fruits of that. I actually have some students who are in law school that started with me in mock trial, and they have every intention of coming back. The other thing that really is helpful is to encourage law students at the law schools to come into our rural communities and work. The Chief Justice's Commission on Professionalism does work with us on how do we pay those interns and what does that look like. They can get class credit, but it can bring a student who maybe just doesn't understand the excitement of working in a rural area into a rural area. When I had a law student this summer, I mean, it was like exciting. All of her friends said to her, "You're having the best internship," because I mean, we were doing all kinds of things. We were zip lining with a former retired judge. We were going down to the local hardware store to get plants for my office. We were doing all kinds of things that are really unique to a small rural town. All the while she was learning the importance of being on the appointed list, getting to know these amazing mentors in our area that could bring her into practice. So I think those are some long-term solutions that we can look at.
All right, thank you.